Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our today's tutorial. I'm Michael Kaiser, Product Manager, Kathrein Solutions, and I will present today the new edge-line antenna family from Kathrein. So we'll talk about the advantages and about some applications with the edge-line antennas. What are the topics we want to cover today? So we will talk about the edge-line antenna concept, about antenna characteristics and parameters. We'll talk about the mechanics of these edge-line antennas and typical application. I will guide you through this and will show you how you can use the edge-line antennas for typical RFID applications. And finally, we have a short summary of these features. If you have a look to our webpage, you will see and you will find our ProLine antenna family, which you may know for years. This is a very powerful antenna family, very good antenna parameters, and also very robust. On the other side, we have added now our new edge-line antenna family. This edge-line antenna family will give you the chance to have very slim and very easy to integrate antennas, and again, very good antenna parameters. Both families will be run at Kathrein, and you can have antennas from both families in future. And of course, we will have also new antennas for both families in the future also. When you have special interest in the edge-line SMSH antenna or in the edge-line wide range antenna, I have to tell you that a new video is coming soon explaining this both antenna types in detail. So stay patient. So when we have a look to the edge-line antenna family, we will find the mid-range antenna 100 degree with a size of the edges of 120 millimeters by 120 millimeters, so 12 centimeters, very small, very compact. We will have the mid-range antenna 90 degree with a size of the edges of 150 millimeters, 15 centimeters, and we will have the wide range antenna 80 degrees of the edge antenna family with a size 200 by 200 millimeters, 20 by 20 centimeters. If you want to have more detailed information, please have a look at our webpage. You will find for each of these antennas a data sheet with specific data about the different antennas, the 100 degree edge-line antenna, the 90 degree edge-line antenna, and also the wide range 80 degree antenna, edge-line antenna. But today I will focus on these three features. This means the ultra-thin antenna design, easy to integrate, and also the compact installation. In compact installation and easy to integrate gives me the idea to introduce a new mounting kit for the edge-line antennas. This new mounting kit is now available, and you can mount the edge-line antenna to the wall mount or the pole mount, and all the things are included to mount this mounting kit to a pole and fix it. When it comes to the parameters, please be informed that we have already in video about RFID antenna parameters. Have a look in detail when you want to learn more about the antenna gain, the half power, beam width, and so on, to know exactly what are the parameters standing for. You will find this videos here on our YouTube channel for Kathrein. When it comes to the edge-line antennas, we find here the typical parameters, and let's start with the 100 degree edge-line antenna. This means we have 100 degree in each level, up and down and left and right. This gives you a read range up to 5 meters for typical application. We can use this SMSH antenna, we can use this edge-line antenna for shelves, for cabinets, for conveyor belts, but also for smart desk application and point of sales. The the mid-range antenna 90 degree gives you a read range up to 8 meters. The half power beam width is a little bit smaller. Instead of 100 degree, we have 90 degree. We focus a little bit more. That's why we have a bigger read range of around about 8 meters, up to 8 meters. And we have similarly the same application. This means smart shelf, conveyor belt, but also smart cabinet, smart desk, but also point of sales. Finally, the wide range 80 degree antenna gives you a read range up to 10 meters. And we have typical application like dog door, track and trace scenario, access control, or RFID tunnel. If we compare the two families from Kathrein, the ProLine antenna family with the EDGE antenna family. We will find similar antennas, and here you can see what kind of parameters we offer with this. Let's compare with the mid-range antenna 100 degree from the EDGE antenna family on the left side and the Pro antenna family on the right side. You see that with the 120 by 120 millimeters, the EDGE line antenna is much smaller than the mid-range antenna. We have a higher gain, gives you a higher read range. This means 5 dBIC compared with 2.5 dBIC with a ProLine antenna. But on the other end, you see IP67 with a Pro antenna. This gives you the chance to use this antenna inside of an application where you have a lot of water or oil or dust or something like this, or robust environmental, because IP67 is very, very robust for this. Compared with the EDGE line antenna with IP40, which is useful indoors where you have no water, no oil, or other robust application. Let's see with the wide range antenna compared the 80 degree EDGE line antenna on the left side and the 70 degree Pro antenna on the right side from the Pro antenna family. Here we have with a Pro antenna a dimension of 300 by 300 millimeter, a thickness of around about 5 centimeters. Very robust and well-known antenna. We have 8.5 dBIC. dBIC, no, it's circular gains. This means you can catch the transponders in any alignment of your application. And we have a typical read range up to 12 meters. It's an IP67. And this gives you really a robust design that you have no problems with outdoor use, for example, when you are on a railway or you have to catch cars on the motorway, then this is a perfect antenna for your application. On the other side, we have the EDGE antenna with a very small and compact design, 200 by 200 millimeters, and a thickness of 6 millimeter without the socket. We have 24 including the socket, but it's still half of the thickness which we have with a ProLine antenna. We have similar same gain, 7.5 dBIC compared with 8.5 dBIC. This gives you a typical read range around about 10 meters. It's IP54. Yes, you can use it outdoors, but you have to be careful when it comes to a really heavy rain or really heavy installation. Here is a ProLine antenna with IP67 an advantage. On the EDGE line antenna with IP54, if you have a dock door, for example, and you open the dock door and you have rain or snow in some cases of the day, it has no problem with the antenna. But it's much more compact, it's much more smaller, and you can handle it very easy. When we compare the three antennas, the three EDGE line antennas, and you see we start with a wide range antenna, wide range 80 degrees antenna on the right. So we have a size of the antenna by 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters and a very thin of 6 millimeter for the antenna itself. With the socket, we are with around about 24 millimeters. The mid-range antenna, 100 degree and 90 degree, you see in the middle and on the left. The 90 degree antenna is around about 150 millimeter by 150 millimeter, and the mid-range 100 degree is 120 to 120 millimeters. Without the SMA socket, which we have with a mid-range antenna, we have still the thickness of the antenna of 6 millimeter. With the socket, we are with 18 millimeters. And you can see with the mid-range antenna, we have SMA connector, 90 degree angled, so that you can mount a cable parallel to the antenna, very easy and very compact. With the wide range antenna, where we have a typical application with a higher read range, it's acceptable to have the antenna on the back side, and that's why we have a TNC straight connector with this. The mounting kit is available for the mid-range antenna 90 degree and 80 degree. Here you see the type number, and the mid-range antenna 100 degree is so small, so compact. That's why we have here mounting holes on the edge of the antenna, and you can mount it directly on a frame or on an installation. The IP rating, this is the advantage again for the ProLine antenna, IP67, but also the wide range antenna 80 degree gives you IP54, which is an outdoor usable protection grade. And for the mid-range antenna, we are with IP40. This gives you an application for indoors or in a protected cabinet. This brings us to the applications, and typical application for such edge-line antennas are conveyor belt applications. You see here in this typical application where we have pallets, we have the big antennas, the broadline antennas, but especially when it comes to smaller dimension of the belts, smaller than 30 centimeters, then I think these edge-line antennas could be really a useful antenna to use. And that's why you are close to the belt, you are close to the objects, you have a space-saving dimensions, and you can install it quite easily in this application. The next application which can be used with a edge-line antenna is a RFID tunnel. So you see a typical application where you have your boxes, maybe in your warehouse, and automatically when the boxes are passing this tunnel, it will be read. So again, you are very close to the conveyor belt, close to the object, can build up a space-saving installation, and you can read with the antennas from these three sides, for example. Fridge applications become more and more popular. So yeah, again, close to the objects. We have space-saving installation, and you can retrofit. This means if this fridges are available, you can install it quite easy. Where it will be used, for example, in the food industry, but also for chemical industrial application, or for pharmaceutical applications. Let's have a look to textile and workwear management. Here, a typical application you can see where we have linen and clothing for workwear, which has been cleaned, and now you have to collect it, and you have to see it either on this desk application you see above, or in this shelf or cabinet application you see below. Again, the same advantage you can count on. We are close to the textile, we are close to the objects, we have space-saving installation, and of course we can retrofit it in existing shelves, tables, and cabinets. Finally, talking about machines, vending machine application, you can imagine you have here a very, very small installation room. You have some drinks, some snacks, some food, which are tagged, and you can place it inside the RFID system inside of these machines. You can read it very carefully. You can detect immediately when something has been bought by the user, or when something has been filled up of the cans and of the food and snacks. It can be realized and recognized very easily. So we are close to the objects. We have space-saving installation, retrofitting, again a topic that you can build it in existing machines, and also for returning refund. This is a thing becoming more and more popular at events, that you have cups, you have bottles or something, and when the customer bringing back the bottles, they can bring back the cups, they throw it in a certain machine, it will be counted immediately. A small antenna, like the edge-line antenna, with a size of 12 to 15 centimeters is inside, and these cups are tagged, and when you place it and bring it back, it will be recognized immediately. So very easy, very simple to handle. So you have seen the ProLine antenna family from Kathrein will continue, and of course in future we'll have some additional antennas with this ProLine antenna. But on the other side, now you have also the chance to use edge-line antennas with a much smaller dimension, to be closer at the application, to be closer to the objects. The edge-line antennas offers also very excellent performance in a compact design, very small, very thin, and especially for retrofitting, these edge-line antennas are the best solution. You can bring it quite in existing machines, quite easy, and can mount it and can install it. Yeah, and one point for the slimline idea of the antennas, we are close to the object, and this increases also the reading reliability, because you can reduce the output power. You are very close, no distortion from other objects, and that's why you can trust on this reliability of these edge-line antennas. So, make a long story short, edge-line antennas, slim, powerful, and easy to integrate. I hope you have enjoyed my short presentation about the edge-line antennas. If you have questions, please let me know. We can talk in detail about this. And thanks for your attention. Have a good time. See you.